Hello, Princess on a Pillow here. I am here to do a review / recap with my opinion on 90 Day Fiance The Other Way, Season 6, Episode 3. Title, Can Buy Me Love, with a question mark. First couple, Corona and Inky. Corona is leaving for Iceland. Her friends dropped her off at the airport, and she's excited but worried. She's excited that she will be with the one she loves, and worried that she will be the only black person in Iceland. I was about to say Ireland. In Iceland. Next, we meet Inky. Inky seems like a party boy at age 37. Inky said in Iceland, everybody is related to each other, so it's like playing Russian roulette when you date. You don't know who you're going to get, your cousin, your aunt. He said he never met anyone who checked all the boxes for him until he met Corona. Wow. He said it was easy to fall in love with Corona. He said she is super smart, sexy, and not afraid to express herself. Wow. Inky met up with his friends. He meets up with his friends once a week to play a role-playing game. I think that game is similar to Dungeons and Dragons, I think. Inky thinks it's going to be fun and good times living with Corona. But he did tell us that he definitely does not have a ring in his pocket. So he ain't thinking about marrying her no time soon. Next, what is it? How do you pronounce her name? Statler and Dempsey. Statler and Dempsey. We see Statler on her way to a dealership to sell her vehicle. She told us that she took out a $20,000 loan in order to pay for her part of the camper van that they're going to be buying, that her and Dempsey are going to be buying. How much does a camper van cost? Is what I would like to know. That's a lot of money. And that's only her half. And I think Dempsey's paying majority of it. For her car, she was offered $18,000. She was offered $18,000 for her car. But she decided not to sell it. She is afraid she won't have anything to fall back on if her and Dempsey doesn't work out. Next, Statler is packing. She's in her apartment and she's packing and she's overwhelmed and she's trying to fit everything that she wants to take with her in 2 suitcases. On top of that, Dempsey texted her and told her that they couldn't afford the van. So now Statler is worried that she will be homeless once she gets to England. But the reason they don't have enough money for the van is because Statler did not sell her car like she said she would. So next, she and Dempsey, they FaceTime with each other, and Dempsey asked Statler, "So you can't sell your car?" They went back and forth whether or not Statler had agreed to sell her car. Statler said she never agreed to sell her car. And I think Statler is lying. Because if she didn't agree to sell her car, why did she go to the dealership to sell her car? She did agree to sell her car. She did agree to sell her car, but at the last minute she changed her mind. So now they are 60,000 pounds short to purchase the van because Statler did not sell her car like she said she would. Next up is Josh and Lily. Josh is on his way to China. His parents dropped him off at the airport. His parents told him that he will always have a home. And thank God for that, because I don't see this working out with him and Lily in China at all. A grown-ass man sitting at home while she goes to work? I don't see that working. Next, Josh arrived in China, and he has to take a taxi to Lily's house, which is a 3-hour drive away. How much is that taxi going to cost? So then we see Lily preparing the house for Josh's arrival. She told us that the renovations on the house cost $5,600, which is 4 million yen. And the reason it cost that much is because of the rush work that she put on it. She said she maxed out her credit cards, and that's her fault. She is the one that wanted everything done at once and wanted everything so elaborate. I think Lily is a show-off. She said she wanted Josh to help her, but how can he help her when he has no job and no money? Next, Shakana and, I can't pronounce his name. Sharfer. Shakana is pissed at Sharfer because he has a collection of empty liquor bottles from his single days. And his apartment is a mess. He didn't clean it up. Shakana refused to unpack because she claimed that he didn't clean out a spot for her to put her clothes. So they're arguing about his black book and empty bottles. And then Shakana pulled out her love letter binder book from decades ago. And Sharfer picked up the binder letter, barely looked at it, and he threw it down on the floor. And that was the end of the episode. And this is the end of my review. That was it. Thank you so very much for watching. Princess on a Pillow here. Bye.